substantial field. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here in Week 4. Has this at the 6. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd and just 2 to go. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Great, set.
Hurts to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. Right to the air with Smith. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Along the sideline past midfield. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
These runs, you get maybe a couple of them a game, right, Kate? He breaks that one, and we see him start the foot race. I think we're all rooting for the touchdown just a little bit. That's the type of effort that deserves to finish it in the end zone.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Mostert with the 1st and more. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Great, set.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. So that brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They kick the running back in motion. He's going to push one deep down the right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, X.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down, Smith to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Great, set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On target to Waddle. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
No touch, set. No touch.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And now they face 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No touch, set. No touch.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Ready.
Here's Smith. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders first. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Hey, we go. 13 net. Snowball, snowball.
Smith on first down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give left side to Mostert. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third and long for him here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Alpha, alpha, alpha. No touch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Waddle now in motion right.
No touch.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your play, but makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
No touch.
From the 34. Dump off caught by his back. He's contained at the line for no gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Great, set. No touch.
They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. Breaks the tackle, still going. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Raider football. This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Raiders with 10 to go still on second down.
Cut. Here we go.
Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And again, it's Smith. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it again. Got a man. Bowers has it. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left with fourth down here.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fourth down, Smith. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So it'll be second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the pistol, Hurts. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
On third down, it's Hurts. He beams one deep right side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Hey, here we go, hey.
They send a receiver in motion right. He'll throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right. They connect on the deep shot. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He fields it from the 8. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Now Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just... Oh, and they fake it. This is caught. And they pull it off. He gets them the first before being stopped.
I love the aggressiveness of that call. B, aggressive. B-E, aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E, and the special teams on it.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to field this at the 2. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now it's second down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. Don't touch it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Don't touch it.
On first down, Hurts. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Back to throw, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He calls his own number again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! And he drives this forward to the 6.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts setting up to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2.
Great, set.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Don't touch.
He's throwing for it. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Chooses to bring this one out. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Hey, on turbo.
Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Keely Ringo making the play. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left. Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Complete out to the right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Hey, here we go, hey. Here we go, sir.
From the gun, Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Eagles have some new life in the fourth.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Good, set. Don't touch it.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. May still have two to work with in this final quarter. Offense set for a first and 10.
Don't touch it.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left.
Don't touch it.
First down throwing for Hurts. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Don't touch it.
They run it with Saquon. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal.
Don't touch it.
Hurts looking to throw. And they pick him off again. And he's out the clear. 40. At the 20. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Great.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jeremy Chinn has got it. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball because these secondaries are locked in.
You're set up at the 35 now. Smith on first down. Caught near the goal line. He has the touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Great, set. No touch.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. Has room down the left sideline. Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Down by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Hey, we go.
From the 38. Forced out to his right. Finds his man over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey.
From the red zone now. Is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out.
Windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Able to get it to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Great, set. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is on target to Christian Watson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first two-point try of the afternoon comes up empty. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. The Clemson rookie has it.
This is a time of the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field. It starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
On the move, headed right. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Tiger Swamp.
Looks like they will indeed try at 4th and 2.
Great.
A play fake now hurts to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
It's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Motioning him from the slot right. Back to the air. It's Smith. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
63, 63. Kyle left, Yanni. Don't touch it.
On first down, Hurts. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So it's second down coming up. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Hey. Great. Set.
Running back sent in motion. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. They can make the loss 1 point closer at least. And no, they faked it. This is cutting the end zone. Not a risk they needed to take with that lead, but hey, everything's working for them. Why not add another couple to that board? So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing.